Yeah. Shalom, Israel. Shalom. Brakat YaHaWah. Brakat YaHaWaShi. YaHaWah. BaHaSham YaHaWaShi. BaHaSham Qadash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well and rule well, who taught me this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akim pushing his truth all over the earth. And to the Akwith listening, quietly listening, Shalom. This is your brother Shema from the Pillars of Benjamin camp here in Toronto. And a quick lesson, and the title of this lesson is Rumors of War, more rumors of war, right? And the rumors of war are going to be steady in tandem with the plagues and the pestilences, This is all the Most High's movie, you know what I mean? And it's all written, right? YaHaWaShi told us about all these things that should come to pass, right? But yeah, I was reading an article. The title of the article, Trump threatens my phone's messed up. Salakia. This was in the Bloomberg. Yeah, this came out today. This afternoon, April 1st. Trump threatens heavy price if Iran attacks U.S. troops. Right? Yeah, so the U.S.-Iran tensions are soaring, right? On tit for take strikes. President Donald Trump warned Iran against what he said was a possible sneak attack the Islamic Republic was planning against U.S. troops in Iraq. Trump indicated in a tweet that the U.S. had information about a possible attack, but didn't elaborate. He said Iran would pay a very heavy price if there's an attack, right? So, yeah, DJ Trump on Twitter, right? Upon information and belief, Iran or its proxies are planning a sneak attack on U.S. troops and or assets in Iraq. If this happens, Iran will pay a very heavy price, indeed. And that was from his Twitter account, right? Tensions have soared this year between Washington and Tehran after a top Iranian general was killed by American forces at the start of the year, prompting a missile barrage on an Iraqi base used by American forces. There have since been strikes in Iraq by Iranian proxy groups, and the U.S. has seized shipments of allegedly Iranian weapons bound for Yemen. More recently, Iran and some other countries have called on the U.S. to ease sanctions to allow for faster importation of humanitarian goods needed to help fight the coronavirus outbreak, which has hit Iran particularly hard. The U.S. argues that its sanctions already allow for the importation of critical goods. Yeah, so in the midst of all the drama worldwide, there's rumors of war, man. Rumors of war, right? Threats, jockeying, right? Posturing, right? Let's get some precepts, man. Let's get some precepts. Habakkuk, the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. Yeah, also, because he transgresseth by wine, Babylon the Great, America the Great, right? Transgresseth by wine, right? His doctrine, right? His philosophy, his way, right? He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, right? There's an American base. There's a Babylonian base, in every corner of the world, man. Right? And we already know about their pride, right? Babylon's pride, wicked Esau's pride, right? Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, right? He gobbles up, man, you know, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people, right? He's just gone forth conquering, right? Babylon the Great, America the Great. Verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, right? So it's just, all these other nations round about, they're about to get fed up, man, right? Tired of Babylon the Great taking that which ain't theirs, man, increasing their wealth, right, by taxing and taking, man. And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, right? And if you look up thick clay in the Hebrew, that's debt, right? Debt, right? And we know the debt is unreal. It's like trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars, right? Ladeth himself with thick clay. Habakkuk. Right. In the Strong's H561. Abtit, right? Something pledged collectively, pawn goods, right? Thick clay by a false etymology, right? Pledged, collectively pawn goods, right? Debt. Him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Verse 7, and it reads, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? Right? Everyone's going to rise up. All these other nations are going to rise up, man. Right? And spoil Babylon. Spoil Babylon the Great. Right? Spiritual Babylon. Jeremiah 25, verse 14. This is all the Most High YaHaWaShi's movie. Right? Jeremiah 25, verse 14. For many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of them. For many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of them also. Right? All these nations are going to rise up and take yours. And I will recompense them according to their deeds and according to the works of their own hands. Right? Nation going to rise up against Babylon the Great, man. America the Great, right? And the end game for Babylon the Great is those cruise missiles, man. Jeremiah 50, verse 41, and we're going to show that. We're going to prove that. Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth, right? All going to rise up. Jeremiah 50, verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Right? So these nations are going to rise up from the north, led by Russia, Magog, Gog and Magog, and they're going to take. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Those are those cruise vessels, man. They're not going to miss. They're not going to return. Those are those cruise missiles. Verse 29. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work. Right. Those missiles are going to strike, man. The archers against Babylon, that's those cruise missiles, man. According to all that she hath done, do unto her. Right? Didn't we just read in the book in Habakkuk? You know, how long shall we take this? Shall they not rise up? Right? They're gonna recompense according to her, man. According to all that she's done. Do unto her, for she hath been proud against the Most High YaHaWaShi YaHaWaShi, against the Holy One of Israel. Right? Proud, man. Their doctrine, their way, their philosophy. Proud. You know, do as thou wilt. Right? Proud. Psalms 40, isn't that Psalms 49? They name countries after themselves. Psalms. Psalms 49 verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. Right? That's Babylon the Great, man. They think they're going to continue forever. And their dwelling places to all generations. They call their land names. Right? Proud. Babylon the Great. So you see the grandstanding, the political grandstanding, right? It's all a setup to the end game, man. Which YaHaWah YaHaWaShi has set for you, man. Micah 2 verse 3. Therefore thus saith YaHaWah power, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks. Right? The Most High YaHaWah is devising, setting you up, man. And you're not going to be able to remove your necks from it, man. Neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. Right? No escape, man. You're not going to get away. Revelation 6. Right? Babylon the Great. Proud, man. Right? You say, what was that message? If you strike, you'll pay dearly. Something along those lines. That's proud, man. Revelation 6 verse 12. And this is all the scriptures, man. This is all the scriptures. Through the spirit and power of YaHaWah YaHaWaShi. This is all the scriptures. This is all written. Right? This is all written. Revelation 6 verse 12. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. Right? That's the smoke, the dust after those cruise missiles strike, man, blotting out the sun and blotting out the moon. You see me? And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth. Right? Those are those cruise missiles hitting the earth, hitting Babylon the Great. Even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. Right? When those missiles hit, it's going to shake the earth, man. Right? And this is John the Revelator seeing a vision of them cruise missiles striking, man. Striking Babylon, yo. You see me? That's the end game right there, man. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9. It's proven in the scriptures. Behold, the day of the Most High cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Right? The wrath of the Most High is coming. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth. Right? That's that nuclear smoke blocking it out, man. And the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud. Babylon the Great, man. Arrogant Babylon the Great, man. Proud, prideful, to cease. And will lay low the hidiness of the terrible. Right? Halalyam, YaHaWah, BaHaSham, YaHaWaShi, Qadash. Verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when the Most High YaHaWah, BaHaSham, YaHaWaShi overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Hey, listen, man, it's gonna be wiped out, man. It's gonna be wiped out. Verse 20. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. Yeah, it's going to be a desert, man. Waste. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Yeah, man. Waste. Done. Finished. Verse 21. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. An owl shall dwell there, and satyr shall dance there. Right? Just desert creatures, man. Just desert creatures. Right? That's the fate. That's the fate of Babylon the Great. America the Great. Those cruise missiles, man. Ezekiel 32, verse 7. So we're seeing all these grandstanding and all these jockeying for position and these political moves. It's all a setup for the end game, man. Right? Ezekiel 32, verse 7. And when I shall put thee out, I will cover the heaven and make the stars thereof dark. I will cover the sun with a cloud, and the moon shall not give her light. Right. That's those cruise missiles, man. This is the fate. This is the outcome for Babylon the Great, man. America the Great, man. Right. And 2/3 gonna get caught up in it and perish. The heathen gonna get caught up in it and perish. Wicked Esau gonna get caught up in it and perish. It's only the elect going to be saved from it, man. Let's close out with this. Malachi 4, verse 1. Burn like oven. Halalyam, YaHaWah, BaHaSham, YaHaWaShi, BaHaSham, Qadash. Malachi 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. Right? That's heat, man. And all the proud, right? Babylon the Great, the proud. Yea, and all that do wickedly, right? Transgresseth by wine, the ways of Babylon, doing wickedness, right? Shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith YaHaWah, BaHaSham, YaHaWaShi of hosts. That it shall leave them neither root nor branch. It's just going to be done, man. Finished. Ashes. It was just some precepts, man. I saw that article. You know, proud, sending threats, right? And some of the precepts jumped in my mind, man. I pray you're edified, right? Stay prayed up. We're at the end of this thing, right? Prayers are defense, man. It's me. Halalyam, YaHaWah, BaHaSham, YaHaWaShi, BaHaSham, Qadash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well and rule well. Peace and salutation to Aki and pushing his truth all over the earth. Kwam Yasharala, Abad Babal.